Welcome to day 2412 of What Ship You're Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Tickly throat today. And apparently a cough. So today we're talking about pickup habits. We're talking about the habit strategy for Supersize Your Business today. We're doing a series on foundational strategies that can apply to any business. You want to pick and choose which ones you're going to use in your business, but they're all important. And you can add them a little bit at a time as you are growing and improving and supersizing your business. So today we talked about habits. We talked about 25 really excellent business habits, but we also talked about 25 habits that you as the leader of an organization, a team, whatever, a family, need and want to set in order to demonstrate and be an example for the people around you, especially the people we work with and those we love and care about. We want to make sure we are doing what we say we're going to do. I guess we didn't even talk about any of those, but we want to walk our talk. We want to not just talk about something. We want to demonstrate that we do that too. I know back in the days when I was in corporate America, I was usually the first one there and often the last to leave, depending on what was going on with my kids, depending on where I was in my development and my family life, right? But I was always there no matter what, hours before the day started, because I found that in that 2 to 3 hours before everybody else showed up at work, you could get more done sometimes in a day than other people could get done in a week. It made life so much easier. Didn't have all the interruptions. You could actually think, you could respond to email. I could do all the things so much more quickly and efficiently and effectively than when other people were always around interrupting. Now, I am actually a pretty social person and an extrovert by nature, so I loved having the people around, but I also have a high need to be productive and get things accomplished and achieve my goals. And so that was my strategy and the habit that I formed for dealing with that. Hey, I love people and interruptions, but I also want to get my goals. So I'm going to work on my goals before the interruptions come. And then when the interruptions came, I could embrace them and I could help a lot more people because I had already gotten my most important things done for the day by the time anybody else showed up. So we talked about a lot of different habits, and they're the habits we all know we should do anyway. You should drink more water. You should move your body. You should get exercise. We should do all those things. And I think I'm going to make a checklist out of both lists today just to use and think about, number one, with respect to my different businesses, and number two, just a check on my personal situation. One of them that I thought, and I kind of snickered at, was have zero inbox, meaning have no emails in your inbox. And I laughed because I think last time I checked, I had like 86,000 some emails in my inbox. Now, when before I had vision challenges, I used to empty out, zero out as often as possible my email box, because I believe you touch something once and then you deal with it. So you don't have to touch it over and over and over again. But as time went by, I remember first time that happened was I had a sudden cardiac arrest, and I actually lost my Hotmail account because it got spam while I was recovering from the sudden cardiac arrest, and they closed my account because there was so much spam in it. So things like that happen. You can lose control of them, which is why the inbox idea is a good idea. It's not a hard, fast rule, though. Some people, depending on our lives and the way we do things, we need to keep access to things, and things are more complicated than just yes, no, pass it on. But I like to talk about habits. I like to always be looking at my habits and saying, is this still serving me, or is it just something that I've done for a very long time and I need to look at tweaking it or changing it or mixing it up, shaking it all up? One thing I like about traveling, and I am a stickler for keeping certain pieces and certain habits in place, even when I travel, no matter what, no matter how long it takes me to actually get something done on any given day. And one of those is my daily video habit. And people make fun of me, but I really honed in on it during the pandemic and realized that there's things that we do that move us forward and that work for us. I would not encourage most people to do daily videos. Why? It's pretty hard. And it's hard in a good way, but it's hard to make sure that you're consistent and you show up every day. But I personally found it harder to batch data than to create it every day. That's just the way my brain works. And we're all different. So it's a habit that I hang on to even when I travel for the most part. Sometimes I'll have to pre-record a couple of days depending on the type of travel situation that I'm involved in. And sometimes life gets in the way. My mom just got out of the hospital yesterday, and she was in the hospital Friday, and then ER Friday, ER Saturday, and then through yesterday afternoon with some health challenges. And so that stuff comes up that's going to mess with what we have planned, but we still find ways to get the things that are most important to us done. For our topic for this year's annual challenge, Let's Grow Annual Challenge, we're focusing on contribution growth this month. And today we talked about what are ways that we can see the opportunities that are around us all the time to give back to the world, to share our gifts and share the things that we're awesome at that will help other people to make the world a better place. We talked about that. All right, that's all I've got today. If I can help you in any way, ask. Always have an awesome day. I'm going to turn this off and cough, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.